I recently discovered a bins outlet near my house and I'm so excited because all the other ones are hours away. If you don't know what the bins are, it's basically where clothes are sold by the weight, and everything in this video was about $1.50, which is insane. As soon as I found out there was one nearby, I had to go, and honestly did not disappoint. Found so many cute pieces and most of them were like less than $1 each. When I'm thrifting as an upcycler, I'm always looking for things like good fabric, cute details, and vintage pieces, or anything that really gives me an idea instantly. And luckily, I found a lot of those. So in today's video, I'm going to be picking like 3 pieces I thrifted and I'm going to be showing you how I transformed them. At the end, I'm going to style them so you can see how they look on. Alright, so the first piece I'm going to be upcycling today is this purple dress that I found. Just got it because I really like the fabric and there's so much of it, so you already know. We're gonna make a set. Now, I don't really have an exact idea of what I want to do with this, so I'm going to start by sketching a design. So the sketch is done. It looks like this. I decided I was going to use this purple scrap fabric I have to go with it. I'm a little nervous on how these two are going to look together, but we're going to go for it. So let's start sewing. I started by cutting my scraps into asymmetrical triangles and gave them a lettuce hem by sewing on the edge of the fabric and slightly pulling it towards me. Once I made about 3 of those, I cut some curved triangle shapes from the scrap fabric. Then I cut smaller triangles in the same shape from my main fabric. I placed the smaller triangles on top, sewed them together, and finished the edges with a lettuce hem. Now that the cups are done, I cut out the waist piece, folded it right sides together, and sewed the sides shut. I also gave the edges a lettuce hem because apparently every project I make needs a little ruffle. Next, I sewed one of my asymmetrical triangle pieces onto the top. Then I attached the halter cups right sides together like this. For the straps, I just cut the collar off the original dress and used that. You can definitely make your own straps if you want, but I was feeling lazy and this was already there. Then I sewed the straps on and the top was done. Now for the skirt. I cut the skirt into the shape I wanted, sewed the sides together, and added some elastic to the waistband. After that, I folded the waistband over twice and sewed it down to hide all the ugly raw edges. We do not want to see those. To match the top, I added another asymmetrical triangle piece to the front of the skirt. For the ruffle, I cut a circle of fabric and then cut it into one long spiral strip. It looks a little weird at first, but trust the process. And I gathered it and sewed it onto the side of the skirt, and that's it. The whole set is finished. I honestly had no idea if this was going to work when I started cutting into the dress, but I ended up loving how it turned out. Second item of upcycling is this shirt here. When I saw it, I actually really liked it, but when I tried it on, I just don't really love the fit. This is what it looks like on, but honestly, I think it could be cuter, and since everybody's been asking me to do a halter top tutorial, I thought this would be the perfect item to do it on. But yeah, I don't even think I need a sketch for this one, so let's just get into it. This might be the fastest and easiest way to upcycle a halter top ever. It took me less than 15 minutes from start to finish. I started by cutting off the sleeves. I also wanted the shirt to fit a little tighter, so I took in the sides on my sewing machine. If you're recreating and you already like the fit of your shirt, you can totally skip this step. Next, I flipped the shirt around to the back and cut a straight line across where the sleeve started until it looked like this. Then I cut around the neckline and shaped everything a little more until I liked how it looked. After that, all that's left to do is hem the raw edges. Your halter top is done. I love projects like this because they're fast, easy, and make such a big difference with barely any sewing. Last but not least, I found this dress. Before anybody asked what happened to it, I was impatient and I scalped all the fabric off. But you cannot blame me because this is the prettiest fabric I've ever seen. It reminds me of like a nature fairy, and I think I'm in love. Like, just look at how beautiful that looks. The second I saw this, I knew it was going to be my favorite piece to upcycle. And I have about 500 ideas on what to do with it, but just for today, we're going to use it to make a top. But honestly, I already have an idea on how I want to make this look in my head, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it started. I started by cutting another asymmetrical triangle shape. Then I folded it right sides together and sewed the sides shut. One side was already connected, so that made things a lot easier. Next, I added a smaller asymmetrical triangle going the opposite way and sewed it on. I also added some cute ruffles underneath. After that, I tried to use the dress lining to make the cups and it did not go well. They turned out way too small and honestly looked really messy. There was no saving them, so I grabbed this green and white polka dot fabric from my scrap bin and started over. I also tried making darts for the first time ever with absolutely no research, and somehow it kind of worked. Then I covered the cups with the main fabric, sewed the straps together, and they looked way better than the first attempt. After that, I attached the cups to the waist piece and the top was finally done. I forgot to get a horizontal clip of the finished top, which is tragic, but this is how it turned out. I honestly love it so much. The cups could definitely be better, but overall I'm really happy with it. And that's it for today's thrift flips. And I still have a bunch of more pieces from this binge trip, so let me know if you'd like to see another video upcycling the rest of them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!